Hello children, today we are going to read the lesson, The Fun They Had. I think the title will be appropriate now. Instead of the fun they had, the fun we had. Because in this story you will come to know that there are few children who are missing this kind of enjoyment in the classrooms, in school. Right? So even now you are missing all those things. The way you were sitting in library and reading, and sitting in video room, like computer room, and watching the videos and PT display, and then in classroom doing group activities and playing in the ground. Are you not missing all these things now? Yes, you are missing. I know that because yesterday when I was asking you, are you enjoying the video classes? The answer what I got is no from everybody. Unanimous answer. Okay. Now, this story, The Fun They Had, is written by Isaac Asimov. Okay. Let us know about the author before we go into the story and know actually what has happened. Okay. Now, this Isaac Asimov is an American writer. He was born on 2nd January 1920 and he died on 6th April 1992. And he was a professor and a writer, and he was a professor of biochemistry at Boston University, and almost his all works were connected to science fiction and popular science. And really he was a very great writer, prolific writer, and he wrote and edited more than 500 books and an estimated about 90,000 letters and even postcards. Now the best thing, children, what I want you to know is this Isaac Asimov, he wrote The Fun They Had story it was published 1st December 1951. That means he wrote the story around 1951. And 1951 everything was very normal, but he could see in future how the schools will be, and he wrote this story. That was really very great. Now, just 1 year back, if I was telling you, if I was telling you about all these things, you could never even get the idea that learning through computers and virtual classroom, robotic teacher and moving e-text, you don't know anything about that. But just from March to now, you know what is the meaning of learning through computers, and you know what is virtual classroom. And if COVID-19 will be like that, if they just it takes some more time to get the medicine, maybe you will know about this even robotic teacher and even this moving e-textbook. So in this lesson, you will know about all these things, because here it is mentioned schools of the future. Now, half of that is there, schools of present now. We can't even tell the school of the future. Let us go to the story and then read that and know what is there in that story. Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary. On the page headed 17th May 2157, she wrote, "Today Tommy found a real book." See, look at the date which is mentioned, 17th May 2157. On that day, she wrote in her diary, what is that she has written? That Tommy found a real book. Now, it was a very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. So, in 2157, there may not be books printed. Long back, they must have forgot that the books will be printed on the paper. So, at that time, there were only e-books, and Margie's grandfather told that his grandfather used to read the books which were printed on the paper, and they turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen, you know. So, you know, that is telling that she is telling us that the books will not be there fixed up on the letters, and they will be moving continuously, and you know that because she felt that all these things will be read by the people whoever were they will be there in 2157. So They must have known that the books will not be printed books like this, and the letters will be moving continuously, and the books will be very crinkly. Crinkly means with many folds or lines on that. So now, and then when they turn back to the pages before, it had the same words on it that it had when they read it first time. So you may take the book n number of times. N number of times you will be finding the same words on that books. It's not that now you open the book and you find some other completely different book. Like when you read the book, it will be the giant, the giant story, and afterwards when you read, it will be the fun they had. It will not be like that. The same book will be there forever, but then there will be changing that. Gee, said Tommy, what a waste. When you have through with the book, you just throw it away. I guess our television screens must have had 1,000,000 books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away. So, gee is an expression telling that what a waste. So, what a waste. When you are, once you read the book completely, what you'll be doing, you'll be throwing the book away. You won't keep that book. So, what they were telling, this television is always better because it can hold millions of books and they need not throw that. So, there is no waste of paper. Same with mine, said Maggie. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had. He was 13. So, Tommy was 13 years old and Maggie was 11 years old. Margie did not see as many books as Tommy had seen, but even then she also felt in the same way that the books which were printed on the paper were of waste, so much waste of material. In my house, he pointed without looking because he was busy reading in the attic. What's it about? School. So she asked, where did you find the book? She said, where did you find the book? For that he told, I found it in my home, in attic. Attic means the place where below the roof there will be some more place where you can keep all the things which were hiding. Loft. It is called as loft. That is the attic. So there he found this book which was written by his grandfather's grandfather. And what is that story is about? Such a old book. It's about the school. Then look at the way she felt when she came to know that it was about the book. Maggie was scornful, means surprised and looking at something which is really worthless, of no use at all. School? What's it right about school? I hate schools. Maggie always hated schools, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. So, what is there to write about the school? School. Really, she told us she hated schools and she did not want to know anything about that schools. Then reason is given why she started hating the schools. What happened? Her mechanical teacher, geography teacher, was giving continuously test after test, and each and every test she was getting very less marks. So mother was really worried and she had taken her to the county inspector to know the reason why she was getting less marks in geography. So that's the thing which she really hated, because she was not doing well in her exams. He was, so now he is describing about the county inspector. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at Maggie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Maggie had hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again large and black and ugly with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. That wasn't so bad. The part Maggie hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code. They made had learned when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. So we are going to read how the schools will be in future now. So the mechanical teacher was a red face and whole box of dials and wires and all that. So he took the teacher away by giving an apple to Margie, and then he repaired that. And after some time he came back. Now look what Margie hoped. Margie had hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together again. Wish that he could not repair that well, so that she will be missing her classes. But he repaired that within 1 hour, and after 1 hour he came back and everything was ready. All the lessons were ready on that. And now what she hated most was that homework part, where they will be giving the test papers and she will be writing that, and then she will be keeping that in the slot which was supposed to, and then within no time the teacher will be correcting that and giving the marks immediately. That's the part what she hated. So now the inspector had smiled after he was finished, and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. Those things happen sometimes. I have showed it up to an average 10-year level." He had slowed it down to the average of 10-year level. Sometimes they go very fast, and he had adjusted that to a 10-year level and then gave it back. Actually, the standard or level overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory. She is really doing very well. Need not worry about her performance. And he patted Maggie's head again. Maggie was disappointed. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away altogether. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector was blanked out completely. So she said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about the school?" So given some more information before she started talking to Tommy again now. So what happened? She was really very much disappointed because the teacher, that mechanical teacher was repaired again and 10-year-old, and she was ready now to do all the things. So she was really very much disappointed. She thought that it will take few months. Long back, Tommy also had the problem with history part. It was also not in a good way. So he could not take up history classes for almost 1 month. She expected that she would also be like that. At least 1 month or 2 months she won't get geography lessons. But nothing like that happened, and the book is ready and she had to read it now. So why would anyone write about the schools? There isn't anything which is really very interesting about the schools. Why will anybody write, and what will they write in their schools? That's her big doubt, question mark. Tommy looked at her with very surprising eyes, because it's not our kind of schools, stupid. This is the old kind of schools that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. So he was telling that the kind of schools which we are having now, when this will happen thousands and thousands of years ago, that kind of hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that kind of schools were there. So these are not the schools, he told, as if he knew better than her. Loftily means superior way. See, I knew better than you. So Margie was hurt. The way he was telling, Margie felt very bad because she knew that she did not know so much as Tommy knew. Well, I don't know what kind of schools they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, and then anyway, they had a teacher. So she read for some time the books, peeping into the book from his shoulder, and then anyway, they had a teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. It was a man. So for them, regular teacher means robotic teacher. For us, regular teacher means like me. So it was not a regular teacher. It was a man. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. So that's what the teacher used to give them work and ask questions, and then the students would reply to that. a man isn't smart enough. So they were under the impression that man did not know anything, whereas computer teacher, robotic teacher knew so many things than the teachers. Sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. The computer, whatever the computer knows more than that, even my father also knows. And he also added, he knows almost as much. I bet sure means I will bet. I'm sure that my father knows more than the computer or the robotic teacher. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. Not in a mood to argue and tell no, man cannot know so much as the robotic teacher wanted. She's not in a mood to argue over that point. And she said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. I don't want a strange man to be in my home and teach me. Again, Tommy screamed with laughter. He started laughing. You don't know much, Maggie. The teachers did not live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. Do you think that they were going to live in your house? No. They will be living in, they won't live in a house. They had a special building and all the kids used to go there. And all the kids learned the same thing. Sure, if they were the same age. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid had to be taught differently. So how is that one teacher will be teaching for all the 50 students in the classroom? Because each and every student, the way they understand and learn that will be different. And the teacher should be adjusted to that. That's what my mother told me. So just the same, they didn't do that way. Then if you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. So it's not the way it was in those days. So if you are not interested, don't read the book. It won't. But by that time, Margie's interest aroused very much. She was very curious to know. I didn't say I didn't like it. Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny books. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called. Margie, school. Margie looked up. Not in, Mama. Now, said Mrs. Jones. Now, and it's probably time for Tommy too. So, it's time now. Even Tommy also should go to school now. Then Margie said to Tommy, can I read the book some more with you after the school? After the school, will you allow me to read the book with you, along with you? Then, listen what he said. Maybe, he said nonchalantly, not showing any interest, not even enthusiasm. Okay, definitely I will allow you. There wasn't any kind of enthusiasm like that. Maybe he walked away whistling the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. He took the book and he went to his home. Margie went into the school room. It was right next to her bedroom and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learn better if they learned at regular hours. So it's just like you. Saturday, Sunday, no school, no lessons will be sent, and remaining days there are virtual classes, and before you log in, the teacher will be there ready. So in the same way here also, the mechanical teacher was waiting for Margie to start the classes. Now the screen was lit up and it said, today's arithmetic lesson is on addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. So to the computer there is a special slot is there, and she is supposed to keep her homework in that slot. So that day they are going to read about arithmetic maths class. Margie did so with a sigh. Oof, again maths class. She started with a sigh. She was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the classroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things, so they could help one another with the homework and talk about that. So she started visualizing everything when maths class was going on. She was there with her grandfather school. Her thoughts were there completely there only. But the mechanical teacher was continuously teaching, and the teachers were people, not even robotics. So she was thinking about that. Now the mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen. When we add fractions 1 by 2 and he was talking, continuously teaching addition of the fractions, but is Margie listening? Do you think she was following what the mechanical teacher was telling? Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. They were going to school together, coming back from school together, laughing and enjoying everything, right? Did you also enjoy in those school days when you were regularly coming to school and listening to the classes and playing with your friends? Yes, you are definitely enjoying that. I know very well you are not enjoying this e-classes, whatever we are taking now. But children, this is only temporary. You have to get that kind of inspiration within you. Nobody is going to help you. You have to listen carefully, understand that, because this is only a temporary stage. Once this stage is crossed, we are going to have our regular classes, right? And thank you, and read the lesson one more time. And there are many questions in that. Try to answer those questions. Maybe you have already written that. So go back and check the answers, whatever you have written, whether they are correct or wrong. Thank you, children.